Welcome back. I'm Maria Bartiromo coming to you live this morning at day 2 of the Future Investment Initiative in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Investors are watching the Saudi Aramco deal. It is going to be the largest IPO in the world. This is Saudi Arabia's largest, obviously, their oil company, their state-owned oil companies. The CEO, Amin Nasser, confirmed yesterday that the state oil giant is on track to go public during the second half of next year. And this morning we heard as well from the Crown Prince's office that, in fact, it's on track. And we're looking at New York, London, Tokyo, Hong Kong. They've all looked for a partial listing. Everybody wants a piece of that huge deal because it is going to be enormous. I want to bring in right now the CEO of the London Stock Exchange, Xavier Rolet, is with us. Great to see you.
Hi, Maria.
Thank you so much for joining us, Xavier. It's good to see you again.
Love your new recording studio.
Yes, Saudi Arabia. How do you like that? What are you doing in London to land this major IPO?
Well, obviously, I can't comment on any specific client business, but London remains the most international financial market listing venue in the world. And clearly, a transaction of that size, which has yet to be obviously decided and decisions have yet to be made, naturally would attract investors' interest, global investors' interest, and of course our participation.
Yeah, and obviously they want to raise all of this money for the IPO, and that's going to go into their investment fund, their sovereign wealth fund, which is going to fund so much here in Saudi Arabia. What are the implications of this IPO? I mean, characterize it for us. Why is this so important?
I think it has to be looked at in the context of Vision 2030. This is a major long-term strategic plan. Yesterday we heard, for example, about the development of NEOM, a new tourist area the size of a, middle-ranking European nation, 36,000 square kilometers. That's going to attract $500 billion of investment. Modernization of the Saudi Arabian economy, which has a huge potential. It's a real economy with a depth of industrial, manufacturing, service businesses. So I think this potential transaction needs to be looked in the context of an overall strategy of effectively promoting the growth of the Saudi economy over time, reducing, of course, its reliance on the export of hydrocarbons, and developing service economy, manufacturing, and other industrial activities to provide jobs for a very, very young population. As we know, the median age is about 28 years old. And a lot of young Saudis, as they come out of their education and their academic program at universities, are looking for jobs, modern jobs, jobs based on innovation.
Yeah, you're right. 70% of the people in Saudi are below 30 years old,
That's
which
right.
is just so incredible. So there was some speculation that the Chinese wanted in on this deal. Could they go public in London and New York or wherever else, as well as sell shares to the Chinese, or you think that's off the table right now?
Well, it would not be appropriate for me to speculate. This is obviously a decision for shareholders. The London market, London Stock Exchange, is both very competitive, upholds very, very high standards of global governance and regulation, but is also very international and very flexible market. So whatever the decision that is made in the end, the solutions that are picked, we can accommodate them.
How big can this deal be? I mean, what are we talking about?
Well, I think speculation in the press has been in the region of 5%. Then, of course, analysts and investors will apply various valuation standards and metrics. What I can say, though, from personal experience, the standards of operation of that company are world-class. And this is not something that I think investors have picked up already. The level of technological integration, not just at the extraction level, pipeline, shipping in particular, its reputation for high quality, on-time delivery. All these are things that, of course, investors would look at as they would look at any large international IPO to factor in, of course, what the appropriate multiple should be.
So it's not going to be sort of trading in step with oil prices. There's a lot more to it.
There's obviously is a strong correlation to oil prices, but the company, the story, its management, the very advanced levels of achievements that they've, particularly in the area of production and export, I think means that a company of that caliber would have to be part of any global energy portfolios.
Yeah, Xavier, it's great to have you on the program today.
Thank you, Maria.
We'll be watching how this deal plays out. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on your show today.
All the best
Thank
regards.
you.
Xavier Rolet there is the CEO of the London Stock Exchange.